Good, happy Tuesday morning, everyone. I'm Riley King, and welcome to the Riley King Newscast right here on the Riley King Network. We're broadcasting live here in Boston, as you can see, outside the Heinz Convention Center, where the Patriots Victory Parade will be kicking off at 11 a.m. We have full coverage. We will bring you coverage of that parade starting at 10:30 a.m. and we'll bring you parade coverage of that parade for the Victory Parade. Let's begin with the Riley King Newscast, though. First up, Patriots Victory Parade set for today in Boston. The city of Boston's iconic duck boats are about to carry another team of champions on a parade. New England Patriots beat the Los Angeles Rams 13-3 Sunday night in Atlanta. Moments after the game, Boston Mayor Marty Walsh declared the team will be celebrating with a parade on Tuesday at 11 a.m. The parade will kick off Tuesday, February 5th at 11 a.m. from the Heinz Convention Center. That's where we are, outside near the Heinz Convention Center, where it will begin from. If you plan to go to the parade, consider using public transportation and please celebrate responsibly. If you have any questions about the parade, here's some information on that. The parade route and traffic restrictions. The parade route is Boylston Street at Hereford Street, left onto Tremont Street to Cambridge Street, ending on Cambridge Street. We will close these streets to traffic at about 9 a.m. What time we reopen traffic will depend on size of the crowd. We'll reopen each street after parade leave and we get a chance to clean up. We expect to reopen Boylston Street first, followed by Tremont Street and then Cambridge Street. If you are parking near parade route, please make sure you check with the posted street signs. Streets where we have restrict parking will have posted signs that say no stopping, Boston Police special event. And we have a full list of those street closures. If you want to see that list of those street closures, we will have a link for you on the Riley King Network Facebook page. And again, we will bring you coverage of that parade beginning at 11 a.m. AG investigating 2 suspicious deaths in Hooksett. Officials are investigating a pair of suspicious deaths in Hooksett. The Attorney General's office announced Monday night that it was investigating the deaths of 2 adults. This is a developing story. We will update you when more information becomes available. State police warn of phone scam targeting people on sex offender registry. New Hampshire State Police are warning Granite Staters about a phone scam targeting people on the sex offender list. Officials said Troop A and the State Police Communications Unit have received multiple phone calls regarding a scam being run by someone calling individuals listed on the sex offender registry list in the Seacoast area. That person then introduced themselves as Sergeant Newsome and states that the person receiving the call is not in compliance with a DNA test, has warrants, and is requested to report to the Troop A barracks in Epping with various amounts of money and gift cards, officials said. Officials said state police would never request that someone come to the barracks with gift cards, and that if it does sound right, it most likely isn't. Anyone who received a phone call like this is asked to report it to State Police Communications Unit at 603 223 4376. Vehicle struck by train in Charlestown on Sunday. A vehicle was struck by a train in Charlestown on Sunday evening. 2 people were injured. According to police, just before 6 p.m., a pickup truck landed on railroad tracks near Route 12 and 12A after going over a guardrail. The driver was removed and transported to the hospital with minor injuries. Shortly after, Amtrak's Vermonter train 54 came through and hit the truck. According to Amtrak, there were 74 passengers on the train. No passengers or crews were hurt. Passengers from the train were transported by bus to Bellows Falls Amtrak station. Charlestown police are investigating the incident. Man accused of grabbing woman at Nashua shopping center. Nashua police are looking for a man who they said is suspected of grabbing a woman and inappropriately touching a teenager at 2 shopping areas. Investigators said the 2 incidents happened in public areas, and it doesn't appear that the man knew either victim. Police said the man was described as a black man of medium height and build, wearing a black jacket, jeans, and a winter hat. Police said the man approached a woman in her 30s about 3 p.m. Sunday in the back parking lot of the Pheasant Lane Mall. The man allegedly put one hand on the woman's mouth and his other hand on her waist while she was putting items in her car. The woman screamed and confronted the man, who ran off. An hour later, police said the same man allegedly touched a 17-year-old girl inappropriately in a nearby shopping plaza. Police said both victims are okay. Officials at the Pheasant Lane Mall said they are working with police on the investigation. Anyone with information about this is asked to call police at 603-594-3500 or leave an anonymous tip with Nashua Crime Line at 603-589-1665. Dow slightly lower ahead of Trump's State of the Union speech. Tuesday's session is set to be driven by future earnings. Arch Dynasty's leader and Ralph Lauren are due to report before the bell. On the other hand, Disney Tax Farman and Snap are set to update the market after the bell. On the data front, investors are likely to monitor servers PMIs and ISM non-manufacturing numbers due at 9:45 a.m. and 10 a.m. respectively. U.S. stock index features were slightly lower Tuesday morning as investors looked ahead to another set of corporate results and a key speech from President Donald Trump. Nearly every day of last 3 months of Trump's schedule leak.
Blistering report citing information reportedly from inside the White House. Schedules raising questions about President Trump's work schedule. Axios obtaining the president's private schedule for the past 3 months, showing about 60% of the time is made up of so-called executive time. So what does that mean? And tonight the White House now blasting the leak as a, quote, disgraceful breach of trust. Here's ABC senior national correspondent Terry Moran tonight.
President Trump, returning to Washington late last night, was hunkering down today, prepping for the State of the Union. But his White House tonight is grappling with that unprecedented leak of nearly every day of the president's private schedules for the past 3 months. Trump's private schedules leaked to Axios, the Washington, D.C. news organization, reveal nearly 60% of Trump's scheduled time has been spent in unstructured executive time. Only 15% in formal meetings, less than 8% attending events. Aides say the president often schedules spur-of-the-moment meetings and sometimes keeps them off his official schedule. Press Secretary Sarah Sanders telling Axios President Trump has a different leadership style than his predecessors, and the results speak for themselves. But the real shock here is the level of disloyalty this leak represents. Madeleine Westerhout, Trump's executive assistant, tweeted, "What a disgraceful breach of trust."
So let's get to Terry Moran. He's live at the White House tonight. And Terry, President Trump this evening making
Okay, and there you go on that report. And that does it for the Riley King Newscast right here on the Riley King Network. Reporting live here in Boston, as you can see, outside the Heinz Convention Center, where the Patriots Victory Parade will kick off from beginning at 11 a.m. We will start our coverage of that beginning at 10:30 a.m. right here on the Riley King Network. I hope you all have a great day, everyone. See you back here later on today. And I'll have a news report coming up in a little bit. Goodbye, everyone.